Hey guys, this is Zaphris here. Just kind of going over another build that I was playing. I'm still working on the Glacial Hammer Slayer. Currently it's very tanky, but not a huge amount of damage output. Trying to work through that. This is my Trinity Reave Warden, and I do find it a lot more fun than the Glacial Hammer, Frank. Claw-based build. We're using Nightblade support. Our defensive layers are Fortify, which I need a better one, better implicit on this, but I haven't made it there yet. Armor and Evasion, Spell Suppression, Block. Basically, we have a ton of layers of defense, but we're actually able to crank out a bunch of damage as well. The major reason why we can crank out so much damage is because of tincture, critical strike with melee weapons, and bonus if you get attack speed on this, because mine rolled extremely well. I'm very happy with that, but I tested it without it and it feels fine. And Unbound Avatar just allows you to delete a mob, especially like Soul Eater and whatnot, map boss, whatever you need. We're also using the Wise Oak for a little bit more damage penetration. Taming and Claw are probably going to run you the most. Taming is kind of expensive because of Lightning Strike. I don't think Replica Abyss is anywhere from 10C to a Divine. Crafting on your Claw, you want to try to get like a good fracture and a good base. With this build, it's a little bit more beneficial if it's Gemini Claw because mana. But I still have this here, so either way, like you're gonna be fine. We are using Reave of Refraction to get the absolute most out of our physical DPS. Basically it converts it to a random element, which we are stacking our shocks. We have 2 scorches that usually total out to about 60%, 60 effect, which I believe quite a bit of resistance. I remember the exact number on that one. And yeah, basically to mitigate the effect of our replica abysses, we are going for like max res. We have max res on quite a few different items. A shield, beneficial to get a block-based shield. We have both life and reserve, so that gets us another 1 point of max res, and we got a 1 with interrupted blood, bit of ailment avoidance. This will not POV well, but you want increased effect of non-damaging ailments when critically strike. And currently, I'll show you my critical strike number. So our chance to critically strike is 53, but then if I hit the tincture, it goes up to 77. We're aiming for 100%, but that's not this version. Currently, I'm using budget and setup, and I will go ahead and update this build guide as well throughout the league. I am going back to the Glacial Hammer as soon as I get this out. It was just a lot more Glacial Hammer. It's a little bit more zoomy. We're using whirling blades. You can kind of zoom around. Some of the tech with that is for attaching rage to whirling blades. So if you do whirling blades through someone, you get a little bit of rage. It's not going to be 100% uptime, but you get a little bit of damage from it. Assassin's Mark on hit to increase our critical strike chance. So we're probably pretty close on, like, you know, an elite enemy, rare, to hit that 100% mark on critical strike. And I am not using bark skin. I did not notice anything great with bark skin, so I opted out of that. Plus it takes reservation. One of the other little tech things that I'm using is Tempest Shield linked with Innervate, which gives us more lightning damage. And that really does increase our DPS quite a bit. And in the POV, you'll see a note or a little checkbox for Innervate. When you do that, it increases the damage quite a bit. And it's pretty reliable as long as you're using a block-based shield. You can even anoint like block-based passive here. Want to. I went with minimum endurance charge because endurance charges are really good this league. So I'm not like going for maximum endurance charges or anything. I try to maintain during the map. And some of the differences that you can do earlier than just the budget endgame is switching over to inspiration instead of like fortify. So if you're able to get fortify on your chest, then you can switch to inspiration right then, or you can switch out, say, like damage with attacks or something, elemental damage attacks. That would probably reduce your damage by quite a bit though. And onslaught, I'd say rush the as soon as you can. Onslaught while fortified, and or fortified support here, or fortify in your chest. And it feels so much better when you have onslaught. But let me just run a red map really quick and show you what it looks like. Not super juiced yet, but it'll still feel good. And then when you use vaal Reave, you get massive AoE. So I'm actually taking some of that AoE away with blood and blood sand. Get us more damage. You just pop whatever, unbound, and maybe even if it's a tougher enemy, you pop your tincture, and there's really no problem kind of deleting what you have in your way. But I almost always have fortify up, which I almost always have onslaught. With the instant leech, it's extremely good. Yeah, I didn't even pop unbound for that. I got ambushed. I'm even too low on some of my resist. So like I could get. Oh, 2 divine orbs. I'll take it. You can get some range. Well, the only downfall to this really is might need to buy the action because base Reave is basically invisible. But that's kind of just an issue. I mean, ran red map with pretty minimal investment. I got this early league, so it wasn't very expensive stuff. Like this I crafted. Oh, actually most of my gear I crafted. Nothing special to use. But it's pretty good. If you want updates, go ahead and like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching.